Hey guys, I hope your mansplainers aren't pressing you too hard, but if they are, well, I have your Week 4 NFL recap, along with a new little section I like to call the Mix of Madness. But before we get into that, grab a drink and listen up, because we have a lot to catch up on. So we had 3 teams last week with perfect records. Unfortunately, the Miami Dolphins took a really hard loss to AFC East rival, the New England Patriots, only making it on the board once. So how did they lose so badly? Well, we kind of saw this coming since Tom Brady hasn't let the Dolphins beat them at Foxborough since 2008. Another reason could be because of offensive issues like only managing 3 of 11 on third downs and completing 172 yards, also getting 2 turnovers, receiving 10 penalties which cost them 89 yards. Or it could have been because of Dolphins injuries like center Daniel Kilgore and safety Bobby McCain. Or maybe, just maybe, Tom Brady is
kind of a big deal.
Speaking of big deals, we still have 2 teams with perfect records, the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Rams rocked the Vikings, but both QBs put up one hell of a performance. I mean, just look at the stats. The other winners, the Kansas City Chiefs, hell of a comeback. I mean, being down 10 points in the fourth quarter is pretty tough, but Mahomes threw a left-handed pass to Tyreek Hill for a first down with just a few minutes on the clock. He would then force the ball down the field and eventually throw a 4-yard pass to win the game. So, what did we learn about Mahomes this week? Well, he's not done proving himself as a young player in the league, and apparently he's ambidextrous. Okay, now for
Stop Bears.
They annihilated the Buccaneers with their defense, Khalil Mack, of course, being a big factor to their stellar performance, getting yet another sack and forced fumble. By the way, he's had one every single game this season, so jot that one down to throw at your mansplainers. Oh, and this, a Bears QB hasn't had 5 touchdowns in a game since 1949. Mitchell Trubisky threw 5 in the first half and then 1 more to finish the game 48-10. Moving on to Jags vs. Jets, well, some key takeaways would be that Blake Bortles had a career high of 388 passing yards, so let's refresh the memory of his perfect pass to Dante Moncrief that contributed to his new record. Third quarter, second down, Bortles launches the ball to Dante Moncrief around the Jags' 40-yard line, a 67-yard touchdown. So last week I mentioned that Packers QB Aaron Rodgers just didn't seem 100%, but I guess he's still pushing through, even with a brace on his left knee. But Packers defense should be the one to thank for this win, considering they had 7 sacks and didn't let the Bills get on the board at all. All right, so rapper Drake said there's never much love when you go OT, and he's definitely right. We had 2 games go into overtime this week that just really stung. So the Colts lost to the Texans by a field goal, and the Browns, they lost to the Raiders. But I guess on the bright side, Texans and Raiders both broke their losing streaks. But did this just set the Browns back into one? I guess we'll find out. But hey, at least they aren't as bad as the Arizona Cardinals, who are now 0-4.
They suck.
All right, now for my mix of madness. Eagles safety Rodney McLeod undergoes knee surgery and posted a heartfelt message to his fans via Instagram, thanking them for their prayers and also ensuring that it is just a minor setback and to prepare for a major comeback. Seahawks safety Earl Thomas also faced an injury, broke his leg, and was taken off on a cart, flipping the bird to the Seattle line, maybe because of his complicated contract and how he'll definitely be scheduled as a free agent next year. Steelers are actively shopping Le'Veon Bell, and he's expected to sign over in Week 7, but who knows? Money talks, baby. Panthers defensive end Efe Obada has an incredible come-up story. He and his sister were both sold into human trafficking, and now he's an NFL player who is focused solely on football and not his past. Pretty powerful stuff. Fitzmagic no longer has the magic touch. After throwing an interception, Jameis Winston got another starting shot, and well, he is allegedly the starting QB for Week 5. Tom Brady's supermodel wife Giselle publicly commented on the Patriots' post of Brady shaking what his mama gave him and what his wife loves, saying, "Yeah, baby, shake that booty." Speaking of supermodels, Olivia Colupo is back with Miami's wide receiver Danny Amendola. Oh, and another supermodel, but this is a find of mine. Model Elizabeth Turner has been commenting on Jared Goff's picks. First, go Rams. Next, we were making a lot of noise, did you hear me? So I guess she went to the game. A girl from Georgia, not a Falcons fan? Maybe she's shooting her shot, or maybe she's just really loving her new LA base and embracing LA sports. But I like to think that there could be a potential romance. Stay tuned, I'm stalking. Woo! Okay, that's all for your mix of madness, and that's all for this week's recap. Here are your final scores. Thanks for tuning in to Explained with Alexandra, and as always, please subscribe below.